All right, good morning, class. First off, thank you, Jeremy, for sending in some questions. I've been looking to take some of these up for you. So this is from our 4.2 homework. I have 5E, G, and I. All right, so these are ones you can see in all three. They've got some fractions involved, so they gotta have, our first step's gonna be to get rid of those. So we're gonna follow some similar steps along the way. So our first one, we've got two different fractions. And when that happens, we want to find something called the lowest common denominator. So it's a little easier than it sounds. All we're going to do is start counting by fours, start counting by threes, and we'll see which one, see if we can find a common number. Okay, so if I counted by threes, 3, 6, 9, 12, right here. Okay, that's our lowest common denominator. So the smallest common number that's in both lists. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that number and we're going to multiply it by all three terms. And this is going to do something nice for us. It's going to get rid of all the fractions. So when I take my 12 and divide it by 4, 12 divided by 4 is going to be 3. So we're going to have 3k. 12 times 2 is 24, so we're going to have minus 24. And lastly, this one's a little trickier. There's a few ways to kind of look at it. You can do negative 4 times 12 divided by 3, just by punching that in your calculator. Or you can do it kind of the same way we have been. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times negative 4. Either way, you're going to get negative 16. All right, so this is good. We went from this problem to this problem. This one looks way easier now that we got rid of the fractions. Okay, so we had to find a common denominator when there were two fractions involved. All right, so from here, I've got my variable term here. I want to keep that one right where it is, but I want to move this one to the other side so that we can have our constants on the right side of the equation. So now we're going to have 3k is equal to negative 16. When I move that negative 24 to the other side, we'll have plus 24. Negative 16 plus 24, so we're starting at a negative value, adding 24 to it. I believe that gives us an 8. So in order for us to get just k, we've got to get rid of that 3 that is multiplying to our k. And k is equal to 8 over 3. And we're all done. All right, our next one. This one is, it looks tricky because we've got, some stuff inside, some brackets. We've got a fraction. But this one's not too bad because we only have one fraction. So if we have one fraction, we already know our common denominator. It's 3. So we're going to multiply this term by 3. And we always got to multiply each term by our denominator if we want to get rid of the fractions. Okay, so 3 divided by 3, that's just equal to 1. 1 times all of this, we're just going to, all that's going to cancel out. We're going to have 2h plus 3 is 15. Now, this right here kind of looks similar to this problem now. We've got a variable, we've got a constant, which is just a number without a variable, and another constant. I want to get this guy to the other side, so I can either move it over and change the sign, or if you like to think about it this way, we can subtract 3 from both sides. Okay, so let's do it that way this time, just to show the two different ways. So that'll leave us with 2h is equal to 12. And just like last time, when I want to get rid of the number in front of the variable, I'm going to divide it out. And that leaves us with h equals 6. All right, so our third one. This one's probably the hardest one to see here. Again, we have one fraction, so we have one denominator here to worry about. Our denominator is 3, so that means they're going to multiply every term by 3. Okay, these 3's are going to cancel out. Boom, gone. So we have r plus 5 plus 15 is negative 3r. All right, this one's a little trickier because if you look, we've got 2 variable terms that we're going to have to put together, and we have 2 constant terms we're going to have to put together. Since the constants are already on this side, I'm just going to leave them. So that means we just got to move this r to the other side to make this thing work. Okay, so we have a plus 5 and a plus 15. That would give us 20. If I move this positive r to this side, I'm going to have negative 3r minus r. So we are left with 20 equals negative 3, take 1 more away. So picture if it's negative 3 degrees outside and it gets 1 degree colder, we're now at negative 4. So we have negative 4r. And just like in the earlier ones, if we have a number in front of our variable at the end here, we got to divide it out. We do that by dividing both sides by negative 4. Yes, get rid of the negative. Okay? So if there's a number, if it's positive, get rid of the positive version. If it's negative, get rid of the negative version. We just want our variable at the end all by itself. 20 divided by negative 4 would be negative 5. All right, so those are our 3 questions that I was asked about. Ask for some more. I'm starting a YouTube channel. You'll come, we'll do math in my weight room. All right, signing off. See ya.